And now to a judge who says he coerced a jury into a decision they were not ready to make. It's a case involving a former Hollywood star who could get another chance of freedom after a little girl made shocking claims against him no one expected.
It takes patience and preparation to raise little girls. Reading helps. Even finding the right toy can make a difference. But nothing prepares parents when another adult violates their child.
Every day's a struggle. It's hard waking up knowing that this is what we face every day.
We're not revealing their names or what they look like. Doing so could identify their daughter. But this mother and father wants the public to know about a Cherokee County man convicted of molesting their child is out of jail, and the judge who allowed it to happen.
This will destroy your life and destroy everyone around you.
The accused offender is someone no one expected.
Corey Sly, a soap actor, you probably have seen him on Young and the Restless. He was arrested in Georgia. He lives in Georgia now.
At 29 years old, Corey Sly was on his way to making a name for himself in Hollywood, landing roles on a soap opera, a movie called God is Dead, and the sitcom called All About Lizzie.
You told me that I'd be living with Lizzie again? I swear I think you're crazy.
That was the...
Kim Fry is Sly's attorney.
He worked very hard to win the acting competition they on.
But those Hollywood dreams came to a sudden halt after Cherokee County detectives asked Sly to come in for questioning in October 2016.
And the police officer tells him pretty early on, the detective says, child molestation. And the look on Corey's face is just utter dumbstruck shock.
The alleged victim, a 7-year-old girl who told her parents Sly molested her at least 2 different times when they were alone together, once in Florida and another time in the basement of a Cherokee County home. Shannon Wallace is the district attorney.
Nobody wants to believe that adults hurt children in this manner.
Nearly 2 years later, Corey Sly's criminal trial begins and a jury is picked. Mark Nolan was the jury foreman.
It was really surprising. It was really surprising to a lot of us.
4 weeks, he and other jurors listened to the defense and prosecutors argue over essentially 2 pieces of evidence: a video of the minor interviewed by a counselor and another video of Sly interrogated by police, both providing what they claim happened. And then it was time for the jury to deliberate. Their decision, though, did not come quickly.
On 3 occasions.
So 3 occasions you came back to the judge and you said, we can't come up with a verdict.
When we came out, I said, so we're all deadlocked, right? No one's going to change our mind. I think it was 8-3 or maybe 7-4 at that time.
Under Georgia law, jury convictions must be unanimous. The jury foreman then sent the presiding judge, David Cannon, a handwritten note on behalf of his fellow jurors.
You know, I basically said, how long can you keep us here? And he came back and said, oh, Mr. Nolan, you don't want to know how long I can keep you here.
Judge Cannon ordered the jurors back to deliberate again, their 4th attempt. This time, though, the jurors had a request. They wanted to watch the videotape interviews of the little girl and Sly's interrogation by themselves.
It was just us having the ability to play the tape back and forth. That was the most compelling thing that came up because we all heard exactly what he said, which matched what the young girl said.
They took one final vote, this time to convict. For the victim, her parents say the verdict felt like the first opportunity for their daughter to heal after 2 years.
I mean, she's just the strongest person I know.
I'm just glad that she stood up for herself and that we've done the right thing as parents to stand up for her.
But those feelings of relief were short-lived after something happened in court no one saw coming.
You know, he pretty much caused a bunch of ignorant hillbillies.
Were you guys blindsided?
Yes.
A jury finds a rising TV star guilty of molesting a child. But instead of sentencing the accused, a Georgia judge does something so rare, it shocks the legal community.
2 Two newlyweds share a moment of happiness while their world slowly collapses around them. Months after this video is taken, a jury found the husband, 31-year-old Corey Sly, guilty of child molestation. A rising Hollywood star now facing prison time after a 7-year-old girl accused Sly of inappropriately touching her at least 2 different times.
It was crushing for the family, his parents especially.
Kim Fry is Sly's attorney. She says the girl's claims are false. Why would a little girl make up that story?
That's the state's argument every time. Why would somebody make it up? Why does any child make up anything?
Fry believes the little girl made up the story after getting caught watching online pornography, a claim the victim's parents deny.
Many people will lie to get themselves out of trouble. Children often will lie.
But the jury found the girl's story credible. About 2 months after the conviction, Sly returned to the Cherokee County Courthouse this past September for his sentencing, facing 5 to 20 years behind bars. Then something happened no one expected. Instead of telling Sly how long he'd spend in prison, Judge David Cannon announced, "The jury came to me 3 times and asked me to let them off this case, and I said no. I had a knot in my stomach for about a week after this trial. I'm going to grant a motion for a new trial." Hours later, Sly bonded out of jail and remains so today. Were you guys blindsided?
Yes.
Shannon Wallace is Cherokee County's district attorney.
3 days on deliberating, to me all that says is the jury took their time and wanted to do the right thing, which was their job.
Oh my God, it was such relief.
How rare is this?
This is extremely rare. This just really doesn't happen, but it happens in cases where justice demands it.
The day after Judge Cannon ordered a new trial, someone posted this on his official Facebook page, writing, "Your Honor, just heard what you did yesterday. All I can say is, it's a disgrace. Kangaroo Court Cannon should be your new nickname." Who wrote that?
I did.
Mark Nolan was the jury foreman in the case.
I believe it was a kangaroo court. He even said, his feelings made him feel bad. I'm like, well, this isn't about your feelings, pal. This is about, we weren't allowed to have our feelings. He admonished us on several occasions. Hey, you can only go with the facts.
Judge Cannon declined interview requests for this story, but he did respond to the jury foreman's post, writing, "I determined in retrospect I should have granted your request for a hung jury, explaining that sending them back to deliberate coerced you into a verdict." The judge later deleted his post. The judge told them to go back and deliberate, and they did, and they came back with a verdict. Why not accept that verdict?
Because they felt like they were never going to be able to leave without a verdict, and that's not the law. That's not what fairness demands.
This isn't the first time someone has criticized Judge Cannon's actions related to a child molestation case. In 2017, Canton police arrested 33-year-old Justin Ellis, accused of multiple sex crimes against a 9-year-old girl. Despite objections from the DA's office, Judge Cannon signed this bond order, allowing Ellis to go to a Florida resort called Give Kids the World Village, which provides free tickets to Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld. Do you think he owes it to his constituents to explain his decision?
I think he owes it to his constituents to resign.
What is the point of a jury trial? What is the point of the jury trial if you're not taking what the jury says?
A man given another chance to prove his innocence, and a little girl who may have to face him in court again.
She's not the same person. She never will be. I can see that. I just see it in her eyes.
We feel that our justice system has failed us.
So Andy, what happens next in this case?
The district attorney is in the process of appealing the judge's decision. If this case is retried, it could be another 2 years until that happens.
What about the judge? Will anything happen to him?
The DA has essentially requested he recuse himself from this case. He has refused. The jury foreman has filed an official complaint with the state board that investigates Georgia judges. We'll let you know what happens.
If you have a news tip or a comment on one of our investigations, email us at The Reveal at 11alive.com.